Alright guys, we are back for round 1. Unfortunately, cannot keep that. This one is fine. It's not great, obviously. It's a little bit clunky to have Tormentor without a 2-drop too. But 2 land, a 3-drop, a 4. It's a little bit, it's not great, but probably have to keep that. If we can draw a 2-drop after the planes we left on top into a couple lost lands, we should be fine. Looks like Goblin has a pretty nice start here, potentially. Maybe the nut Merfolk draw. Yeah, looks like the nut Merfolk draw. That's gonna be pretty difficult to stop, especially with this clunky mulligan. We'll probably have to block the speaker next turn with Tormentor, and we play right into River Herald Spoon, but we are too far behind to play around stuff at this point, most likely. Which sucks. I guess we could wait now that we have a trick. Looks like a depths, yeah. Alright. I think if we draw a couple lands in a row, we can stabilize this board, I think. And now that they used their depths, they are a little bit softer to Mark of the Empire, which could be good for us. Okay, well. Or they could just have everything. I guess we go Paladin, pass. Means even if they have yet another revolt, we can at least survive. No attack with speaker, I like that. That's pretty good news. Interesting. Could just go for a Mark of the Vampire on the Paladin of the Bloodstain. They just use Depths and Stomp, so they could easily be out of gas. It actually seems somewhat likely that they have a 3/3 Flash Fly in hand. They could also be just flooded, but the most likely scenario is a 3/3 Flash Fly. And the best way to play around that, there's not a lot of things we can do. If they do have one, we need to Skullduggery during their turn plus slash to kill the 3/3 Flash Fly. Hope they have no trick and we just take 2 from this chipper and then we Mark of the Vampire to try to raise. Or maybe we draw Dark Nourishment. If we get a 5th land, it'd be easier. We could just Dark Nourishment. As it is, I think we pass. If we go Mark of the Vampire on the Paladin, they get to double block. We can only kill one of the 2 3/3 they have, and it's not that good. So I think we just wait. We'll probably have to use Slash and Skullduggery to kill the... Oh, okay. Well, that I did not expect. Interesting. Now we have the choice to either Slash or Skull. I think I like slashing, just because Skullduggery is a little bit more... It's a little bit better, I think. Okay, Pious Interdiction. I think we can just interdiction that thing, and I mean at least try to do it. They could have a counter spell, go up to 5. At this point, I don't think they have a 3/3 Flash Fly unless they top deck. It looks like they're just kind of flooded here after having a pretty great start. Ideally, I want to cast this Mark of the Vampire as late as possible. Make sure they are actually out of gas. But yeah, we'll see. Here I'm gonna attack with both. If they just top deck 3/3 Flash Fly, we can Skullduggery to trade with token. Otherwise, we can just drop Bloodletter. It feels like the opponent just flooded pretty badly here. Which is kind of lucky, because with a little bit more pressure we would be in very rough shape. That is fine. 2 Savage Storm though, that's pretty good. Now I feel fairly confident that I can just... Actually, I don't necessarily need life right now, and I don't really want to show the mark unless I have to. I mean, it doesn't really change anything for them if they know I have Glorifier of Dusk, but if they know I have a Mark of the Vampire, they can bring in more. They could bring in more bounce spells. Depth is usually not that great against Vampire, not necessarily good at least. Given what I've shown, I mean, I guess it's decent against Interdiction. They are probably gonna not side it out, but if anything, don't really want to show Mark of the Vampire, which is a card that might change quite a bit the way they sideboard. They could bring something like, they are more likely going to bring in something like Crushing Canopy or, you know, I don't know what. So I like hiding this information. But it looks like, again, the opponent just flooded here. I like keeping 1 Judgment because they could have 1 with the Wind. They could put a bunch of counters on 1 Merfolk, so we might want to keep a way to kill big creatures. I'm not sure I want 2 though against Merfolk. I will probably never bring 2 unless we're playing against, you know, big green dinosaurs. I think I like Tormentor a little bit more than Schooner on the draw against Merfolk. But I think that's going to be that. It's worth noting that you cannot Skulldugger if you don't have a creature. You need to have 2 targets. If we could Skullduggery without a creature, I think this hand could be a reasonable keep. Since we can't, I think it's very risky. I mean, we can literally cast no spell in the hand. If we draw a couple lands, the hand is still going to be incredibly slow. We are on the draw against an aggressive deck. I think it's a mulligan. Well, this one is clunky too, but I think it's a keep. I think we have to keep, if anything. If there's a black on top, we are fine at least. We'll be hitting our land drops, and yeah. We just hit black. They haven't mulled to 5 and put a card on what? On the bottom. Okay. Alright, well, Queen's Commission was a good draw. I mean, drawing Swamp to Queen's Commission was about as good as it could have gotten. Just take 2 here, we have no good block. And you haven't stuck on land after the mulligan. Alright, well, good for us, I guess. Bad for them. In general, I think Vampire is pretty well positioned against aggro deck, though. Merfolk can be tough if they, you know, if they go 1 with the Wind on the Jade Guardian or something. I don't think it's a bad matchup for us necessarily, though. And interesting attack. They might have a trick then if they go for this attack, because it's not a very good trade for them. Maybe I'm supposed to Pious Interdiction main here on the Delver. Feels like they are gonna block and use +2/+2 maybe, no? Or just trades? No, they have a trick. Okay, it's the boon. Then that makes more sense. Yeah, I think we just interdiction that. We don't really have a better play right now. And this thing is annoying. We could just wait in Dark Nourishment, but I think, given what's going on right now, we just wanna deploy our spell and try to apply pressure. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that exchange. I wonder if they were not better off just killing my Hoarder instead of the... No, probably not. They give me more mana. No, that's probably not the right play. I could have just killed the Delver now, but they are, they are stuck on land. I don't think it's gonna grow bigger. If they spend their next turn making that into a 4/4, I'm happy. And if they don't do it now, it's pretty likely they try to do it end of turn, and we can answer by using Dark Nourishment. Oh. Or now, I guess. Maybe I was supposed to just use Dark Nourishment and drain them instead of killing the small thing, because they would be at 4 now, which is lethal. I guess we have lethal here, but it's interesting because, the how do you call it? The logical play, the play that sounds, like the right play is just to kill that, but maybe try to just go at their face and go for the kill with the flyer on the following turn. Especially since we have 2 of these. If they are at 4, setting up a kill with these is going to be fairly easy. Ended up not mattering. Again, the opponent kind of mulligan into screwed game 1 and flooded game. Game 2 and flooded game 1, so did not really have a great shot. But yeah, we got there, I guess. Thanks for watching, and see you for round 2.